Hello, class. Curtis White here. I believe that every day you got to have a reason to be grateful. And when you're not grateful, sometimes it's hard to deal with a lot of things that life can throw you. And I want to talk about two people who have impacted my life in such a way that I am forever grateful. And that is my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And that is also my lovely wife, Kalisha. I've been introduced to Jesus at a very young age by my parents and was really just going to church because they were bringing me there and telling me that I had to go. But it wasn't really until 1995, while stationed in Germany, that I really came to know God in a real way. And sometimes it seems like we always got to hit rock bottom before we really get on our knees and really get to know Him or come to Him or seek Him for help. But it wasn't seeking Him for help in a very troubling situation that He came in and that He answered, and He gave me hope. And with that hope, He began to speak to my spirit and speak to my mind. And He began to share things with me that I know that only God can. And it was a miracle. And it took a miracle to really save and deliver me from a lot of the things that I was going through, because I was at a place where I really did not see any way out. And when He has shined His light into my heart and showed me a better way, and showed me that He loved me, and showed me that there is purpose for my life, He put me on a road that there was no turning back. And I am forever grateful for what the Lord has done for me. And now I, answer the call of my life back in 1997, ever since, to preach the gospel and preach this word everywhere I go and tell everybody about how good the Lord is. But even when you come to know God and you get to know Him in a real way, that still doesn't stop, a lot of life situations from hitting you. And when you are not grateful, sometimes it's hard to focus on that when you're in the midst of going through so many life struggles and so many things that hit you in this life. And I've been hit with a lot, growing up in New York and going through so many different things with violence and other situations and things that I don't really want to talk about too much. But I think you get the idea. I think that we all had our trials and we all had our tribulations. But I thank God. I thank God that He has set me on a path of righteousness, and that He speaks to me, that I can go to Him in prayer. And I can speak to Him, and He can speak back to me. And I just thank God for His word and the sacrifice that He has made for me, because He did not have to do it. But I really believe that He shed His blood on the cross specifically and personally for me. And I think sometimes that's how your life has to connect with His in order for it to really make sense. And He just continues to work miracles in my life and continues to open up doors. And He gives me this hope on the inside that I can accomplish anything. Even at the age of 50, being able to go back to school, a lot of it has to do with the fact that He is encouraging me to do it and to be a better person on today. And not only did He do that, but even as I was going through my life path, He has brought someone who can share in my pain and also share in my joys, and that is my wife. I have been married 2 times prior to being married to the lovely wife that I'm married to today. And I was at a place where I pretty much, gave up on this idea of marriage. I really did love the idea of marriage, but finding someone that can really deal with the complexities that we sometimes can have. Sometimes you just say that you settle for anything, or you'll settle for whatever good thing that you can get. But God has sent somebody into my life that began to deal with my heart and that saw my heart. And I believe, because she told me that God had told her to love Him. And she loved me beyond my pain. She loved me beyond my hurt. She did not let me put on the outer the outer games and appearance that a lot of people like to play before, because we really protect that part of our heart and we really don't want to share and let nobody in. But this woman came in and she began to speak to me and speak to my heart, and she would not let me go to the left or to the right of what was really going on the inside of me. And I fell in love with her. And I fell in love with her because she loved me like no other woman has ever loved me, and she sacrificed a lot just to be obedient to God. And God let me know, because He sent such a dynamic woman in my life. He lets me know that He still has favor over my life, and that He is not done with me yet. And every day when I turn over and I wake up and I see this beautiful angel that God has blessed me with, it gives me great pleasure and it makes me grateful each and every day when I wake up. And I just pray that every one of you has somebody that has impacted in your life, and that has been God sent. Because prior to that, I did not believe in that whole soulmate thing, but it really is true. Because if it wasn't, that means that you can be married to anybody and it would work with anyone. But because I believe that we are unique and we are wonderfully made, I believe that God sends us and has a person for us. If we would wait in patience, He has that perfect person for us, that will be with us through thick and thin. And my marriage vows now really has meaning and it really has purpose because of this woman, and I celebrate her. And I'm grateful to my wife, and I'm grateful to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And those two has had an amazing and great impact on my life, and I am truly grateful. Hope you enjoyed my presentation. God bless you.